Favourite Ireland AM face has been absent from our screens of late. Stylist Sonja Mohlich. And Sonja's been in lockdown in Malta for the COVID-19 crisis. And she's joining us live on Skype now from the island. Sonja, a very good sunny morning to you.
Good morning. Cape Meal, Malta. 100,000 welcomes from Malta. And it's gorgeous here, as you can see.
It looks beautiful. Tell us exactly where you are in Malta. Are you on the mainland or just off it? And how long have you been there?
Well, I'm actually off the sister island called Gozo. It's a much smaller island, and you reach it by ferry. And so Malta is about 3.5 hours away from Dublin via Ryanair. And it's just below Sicily. So it's right in the middle of the Med. And so, yeah, I got here from Berlin. I was at the Berlin Film Festival, and I had to come to Malta before I was going back to Dublin the end of February, and I ended up here, and I'm still here because I couldn't get up the smaller islands because I had no Gozo ID card, and then you can't come back. And this project is going to happen hopefully now in September, so I didn't want to miss out on it.
Okay,
but and as you can see, I'm in place.
Yes, and for the time you've been there, how has lock been down? Because Malta are out of lockdown currently, but what were the restrictions like over the past few months?
Well, all of a sudden, kind of the first week in March, it became really kind of strict. So they took it very, very serious here because it's such a small island, and particularly on Gozo, there are only 30,000 people living here. So they took it very serious, and the airport got closed around the 12th of March. And then nobody could enter Gozo by the ferry. You had to really prove that there was a legitimate reason to come on this island. So even the Maltese, because they would have weekend houses here on this island, they were not allowed, or they were not allowed to visit family members even. So it was literally just for a really, really good essential reason. And then we got in a lockdown. We couldn't go out. You could walk with your family members that were living in the house with you. And otherwise you could just, but there's loads of fields and there's beaches here. So as long as you were on your own, you could kind of walk, but still it was a bit frowned upon. And especially when you were a non-national, people just stayed in their homes. You had to wear masks then for going to the grocery stores. But all the shops here do deliveries. So for like 3-4 weeks, we were really locked in and we didn't go anywhere. Then it got a bit, it eased a bit, but still there was police control everywhere. And even they were controlling with the drones, because sometimes there were maybe groups of 3, and then straight away there would be a drone above your head checking it out, and the people would leave. So it was really strict here.
Drones are certainly something we've not heard of being used elsewhere, and maybe have helped in the easing of restrictions, and also as a result then the low numbers of infection and indeed of COVID-19. Now, unfortunately, as things stand, and for the time being, all unnecessary travel out of Ireland is advised not to be happening by the CMO and indeed the government. But perhaps Malta is somewhere one day, someday, would be a nice place to visit.
Absolutely, Aidan, because I actually love coming here during the winter, because the winter is like a nice autumn day in Ireland. So I love coming here in January, even October, November, because it's not as busy with the tourists. And then actually you can see more the sightseeings, and you can see more the Citadel or the St. John's Church in Malta. So it's less hectic, and I find it actually much more pleasant, because in the summer it gets really hot, but obviously sunshine is lovely. But Malta is an all year round destination. So if you're planning, or if you're thinking of traveling in the future at some stage, then definitely Malta should be on your list of places to go, because it's so lovely here. It's really relaxing, and it reminds me of Ireland. I call it here actually Kerry in the sunshine. It's island people, and they really love the Irish. You know, they love their lifestyle. They love the glass of wine, like we do in Ireland. So yeah, we get on really well.
Well, Sonja, thank you so much for joining us from Malta. Enjoy the rest of your time there, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here very soon.
Thank you. Bye, Aidan. Bye-bye.
How nice was that? Now, up next, Riverdance creator John McColgan is lending his voice to a brand new podcast. He's with us in studio right after this break.